dog days of training camp right now.
Oh, yeah.
Can you feel it?
Yeah, I feel it a little bit, but, just pushing through.
Yeah. But we had a minute to come up for a breath of fresh air from camp, and we played a game. That's what this is all about, right?
Yeah.
And folks saw you in the game. We're going to have you take a listen and a look at this because this was the highlight of the game.
Offset eye right behind Kirk. Ham in front of Alexander Mattison. Kirk rolls out to the right, dumps right, and it's caught for a Vikings touchdown. This one will not be reversed. It's rookie Alexander Mattison.
Alexander Mattison just going out straight to the flat. All the vision follows C.J. Ham. So, Paul, if you want to talk about what's changed or looks different in the running game, a lot of two-back sets, a lot of C.J. Ham in the backfield, and a lot of misdirection off of that.
And also Kirk Cousins on the move.
Touchdown, man.
Yeah.
Way to go. Congrats. I know it's a preseason, but you got a touchdown.
Yeah, it felt good to get out there and piece things together and go out there and execute on our first drive.
Yeah. So when you're in the game like that, it's first and goal or whatever and goal at the 1, and that's the play call. And you're lining up. What are you thinking? Because you're pretty sure the ball's coming to you, right?
Yeah. Initially, I thought, all right, let's go. We're about to pound it in there, and then he makes that play call, and I was like, okay, well, I know I'm still the number one read on this play, so I knew I was guaranteed almost that I was going to be the one to get the ball. So it was just a different way. My mindset was like, all right, time to run through someone's face, and then it kind of switched over to, okay, now let's catch the ball and secure it and score a touchdown. So it was a great feeling. Yeah.
And goal line situations like that, do you like that style of play down there?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
It's one of those mindsets, especially if you're on the winning side of it.
Yeah.
It just helps you feel good, helps you build momentum throughout the game.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys, in preparing for that game, I'm sure you guys I know Kevin Stefanski, you talked about starting fast, right? Yeah. Eliminate mistakes, let's start fast, and let's go down there and look good and be in rhythm. And then that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, definitely,
yeah.
Especially, all the hard work that we do. All the times that we've messed up in practice and then have to go through and fix it and just make sure we don't make those same mistakes and to go out there and execute it. It was a really good feeling.
I was just talking to him before, and he said he has a friend from college who's a big Adam Thielen fan.
Yeah.
And he was a little upset with him because he stole Thielen's touchdown.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So he gave me a little something after the game, told me, he's like, don't make that a regular thing. So, yeah, it was pretty funny.
I'm anticipating there's going to be plenty of games where you score touchdowns. And when that happens, like, you get back to the locker room after a game, is your phone blowing up? Like, what is that like for you after a game?
Yeah. I kind of just tune out for a little bit because it's a lot. So, I got to pick and choose the things that I can really go through in a certain amount of time if I want to really just kind of let my mind breathe a little bit. You know, nowadays everyone's into technology and on their phone and into video games, and so I try to stay away from that a little bit. So when that does happen, I do it piece by piece. So, take maybe 15 minutes to go through and respond to family and stuff, and then come back maybe a couple hours later and peep some more stuff. But yeah.
How about after a situation like the preseason game that we just had in New Orleans on Friday night, you score a touchdown, and you get all the messages, right, and that feels good and looks good, and then we ask you to come on the podcast, right, because you scored a touchdown and we like you. But like I bet the people listening that when you guys go into the running back room, and you break the film down, and Kennedy Polamalu, your position coach, is critiquing you and giving you credit for stuff, the touchdown was just one play. You had a lot of other plays when you did a lot of other things right and not right, but that doesn't get focused on, but you guys have to focus on that, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's the attention to details. We go through every single day and make sure that we go through the details. Mm-hmm. And so that's one way that he coaches, and that's one way that he critiques as well. So it could be just not taking the right footwork on a play. Even if I scored and don't take the right footwork, we're going to critique the footwork. Even if I pick up a pass protection, but could have been, one step closer, could have been, one punch faster, cleaner, whatever it might be, we're going to go ahead and critique that. And so we just try and get better after everything.
Yeah. And then, then you got to put it away and get ready for what's coming up next, right?
Yeah.
And do you kind of feel that rhythm right now this week, getting ready for another game? Like, does it not really feel like the offseason program and training camp? It kind of feels like, okay, getting into a routine, getting to the next game?
Yeah, definitely. And, obviously you have to throw on the schedule and the kind of things that we go through training camp wise is it's a little different as far as like feeling like you're preparing for a game. It's us trying to get better every day. It's not really trying to sit there and game plan and go through a week of pulling out, what we want to run against a team, but also just trying to get through and perfect our offense every single day.
Yeah. All right, talk about some of your college days playing at Boise State, the Mountain West Conference,
well,
right?
Blue turf action.
Yeah. Talk to us about that, because
blue.
some folks have heard from you and have listened to you on the podcast and other places, but for those who haven't, talk about, you had a really good, successful career at a school that people see on TV quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm forever grateful for the opportunity to play there on the blue. And like I tell everyone, it's probably one of the best decisions I made in my life to go there.
Awesome.
Not only
That's
the
great.
environment, not only the football program, just everything, the culture of it. It was amazing. Just going in there, that culture there is contagious, and I'll carry it with me wherever I go. That blue collar mindset.
Yeah.
But out there on the blue is something special. We don't like to lose on the blue, and we like to protect it. So
That's awesome.
it was an awesome experience.
Yeah.
He's a Southern California guy as well, so
Yeah.
I was telling him he grew up there. He's not going to be ready for this snow. Like, there's no way.
But didn't you have it at Boise?
Yeah, but
It's a little colder here.
I've heard a couple. I've heard a couple times that Boise doesn't live up to Minnesota winters.
What are you gonna do when you go through the winter? Do you have a winter jacket? Are you ready for that?
I don't think I even have. I mean, I barely had the proper gear for winters in Boise, so I'm definitely gonna have to go shop.
We gotta send you to like a North Face or something.
Yeah. Hey, here's the problem. You got Dalvin in your room, and he's not the expert on it either now.
Miami guy.
Right, yeah, he's a Miami
I
guy.
have to
So
pick his brain a little
you
bit.
have to go to, who you need? CJ Ham.
Oh,
He's from here.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
went
he
to
knows exactly
went to school
what to do.
or from Duluth, went to school in Augustana. Yeah, he's got you back.
Oh yeah.
What's it like
a
in
pro.
that running back room? You have just a mix of personalities. Mike Boone from Cincinnati. You have Dalvin from Florida State. And then you have a guy like CJ Ham, who's a local guy. Kind of, what's the room vibe like for you guys this time of year?
It's a brotherhood. Those guys are awesome. We have each other's back every single day. It's just growing every day. Our bond is growing as a group, and we do things not only just to go out there and execute play by play what we have to do, but also to live up to that standard that we have in that room for each other, and just making sure that we make each other look good. Amir, Boone, all those guys.
Amir as well, Nebraska
those
guy.
guys are really, really down to earth guys. Dalvin, really down to earth guys, and care about each other in the group. So when someone messes up something, it's not one of those things where we kind of get on each other in a hard way, but we get on each other to make each other better.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good environment, to have in that room too, because coaches, they know how to build you up. They're very good at that, but coaches are critical. I mean, they expect a lot. This is professional football, right?
Yeah.
And you got a guy, Kennedy Polamalu,
KP.
who's a veteran coach and has high expectations.
We didn't have to move to get him.
With the 102nd pick.
Kennedy, you good with this one? Mattison. Don't jinx it. What's the matter with you?
The Minnesota Vikings select Alexander Mattison, running back, Boise State.
Thank you, Coach.
Hey, young man, congratulations.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you so much.
Hey, you come in here and play physical football now, okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, make sure
110% you got it, Coach.
yeah, hey, congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Coach.
Okay, take care.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
KP was also in LA for a while as well,
Oh, yeah.
coaching UCLA and USC and stuff like that. Do you guys have any connections there?
If I can remember, I think the time frame that he was coaching there in that area, that was when I was younger. So
Yeah.
it was one of those times,
Are you able to bond over the weather at least or something?
Well, yeah, definitely that. But I was watching Reggie Bush and stuff while he was coaching him, so I
Crazy.
didn't, I never really noticed the running back coach when I'm, 8 years old. Reggie Bush, but yeah, he was coaching Reggie back in the
Maurice
day.
Jones-Drew over at UCLA as
And
well.
yep, and so he gives us those stories and tells us those stories all the time. So it's cool to hear because from my perspective, I was just watching
young.
it on TV and,
Yeah.
and jumping around when they make crazy plays and. Then you get to hear the other side now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And Troy Polamalu, I'm sure you watched him on TV, right? His nephew. So
Yeah, he was my, when I was growing up, I don't know if KP knows, but Troy Polamalu was my favorite player.
Really? You
And
should tell him that.
When I started playing football when I was 6.
How do you not tell him
That was the reason. It just never came up. It hasn't came up. So
It's his ace in the hole for when he's in the doghouse.
yeah, something like that. Yeah. I had I'd cut him out of like magazine or print out a picture or something. Had him up on my wall growing up as we moved around houses and stuff like that. So
We got to set up this meeting to have it sometime. Kippy would do that.
We got to get Troy Polamalu here.
Yeah.
That's what we need, right?
yeah.
Get Troy here. What's your nickname? What do people call you? Because like I approach you to ask you to do stuff, and I'm just like, I want to call you the right thing, like Alexander, Alex. Like I don't know. I call Dalvin DC, Cook DC. Like that's what I call him. What do people call you?
I mean, I go with anything. Really.
Is it Alex or Alexander?
Alex is perfectly fine.
Okay.
But some people, I hear an Alexander, I'm going to acknowledge it.
Yep.
It has no effect on me, really, what you call me. Coach Moof, he calls me Matty.
Okay.
And so
I like Matty.
A lot of the special teams coaches, they call me that. So that's the other thing that, I've heard that growing up, too. I've heard a couple of different things, just Alex, Alexander, Matty. There's really no specific one.
All right. I'm going to have to figure out.
We're going to have to go to the drawing board.
Yeah, well, I just want to figure something out.
See, I'm easy because whatever comes to your mind and you feel comfortable with,
you're cool with.
Yeah. Unless it's like
so laid back, man.
Some crazy superhero type name or something, then it's a little weird.
Yeah. And here's the other thing too with us. Like, I think everything I've asked you to do, to help us out, you've always said yes. And we really appreciate that.
Oh, of course.
I want you to know though, if you just can't do it or you're super annoyed, you can say no every now and then.
Okay.
All right.
Give him like a year in the league. He's going to be like, see you later.
We're done with you. I'm tired of saying yes to you.
Yeah.
But you do everything we ask, and we try to respect your time. And like, you got to go to practice right now.
He's got to eat lunch.
Or eat lunch right now, then go to practice.
Yeah.
But we really appreciate your time, man.
Of course.
Yeah, you're off to a great
my
start.
pleasure.
Yeah, you're off to a great start. We're looking forward to watching you play more games. All right.
Thank you. Really
Okay, man.
appreciate
Stay healthy.
that. All right. I will.